In the context of communication, most I statements fail because they are still attacks. So here is the nonviolent communication version that is sure to land. But to be clear, this is only if we're talking about communication between two people that are both choosing to and building the capacity for nonviolent communication. Here's an example of violent communication, even though it may not appear to be so violent. I feel like you don't care. Not great, because I feel like you don't care is not a feeling. It's actually a thought and a judgment. We don't actually know that that person doesn't care. It's an assumption based on our own subjective experience. We have to have curiosity to find out. So the NVC version is, I feel tight and anxious when my texts go unanswered. Nonviolent communication is broken down into 4 stages. 1, observation. 2, feelings. 3, needs. And 4, requests. Sticking with the example that I've already given, going through all 4 stages would look something like this. When my texts go unanswered, that's the observation. I felt worried. Feeling. I need reassurance. Need. Could you respond to my text within 24 hours? Request. And this is a doorway. This is not about creating some artificial structure that feels clunky and weird. This is about integrating this so that this style of communication becomes a default automatic way of communicating, and that it's a doorway into connection with yourself and other people. And it may feel clunky at first because we are not really socialized to communicate this way. And so we get to put these things out on the table. That request, that final line, is the opportunity to see where the other person lands on that, and then you get to assess what to do from there. Right? If that person says, no, I can't respond within a day, I can't meet that need, then what do you do when there's a needs conflict in a relationship, right? You have to have more conversation about that. What does that mean? Is there a third option? Or does that suddenly make the relationship incompatible? Or does the style of relationship or how close the people are in terms of what they expect from one another changes? But this is one of the ways that we effectively get down to the nitty-gritty conversations that need to happen in order to create the best alignment in different relationships in our lives. So maybe save this and try this out and see how it goes.